Well, hey, this is Joan, and we're here in the living room, and of course this is Mama Cat, my mother, that's 85 and a half years old, and I thought it might be kind of interesting if we talk to her for a minute. I want to thank y'all for writing, and so many of you are so sweet to ask how we're doing it, especially her, and asked about our musical backgrounds, and I thought I'd ask her a few questions. Mother, when did you start thinking about a piano? Did you have one when you was a kid?
No, I didn't have one, but I wanted one so bad, but times was hard then. That was during the Depression, and we didn't have one. But when I married years later to Joan's father, Jack Hollis, they were giving all the children a cow. And I asked him, I says, do you suppose they would give me that piano instead of a cow? And he said, yes. So that's how I got a piano.
Oh my goodness. Well, you couldn't play at all then, could you, when you first got it?
No, I couldn't play a note.
Well, how did you learn how to play?
Well, I just learned by ear, mostly.
Goodness.
I taught myself first with notes, and I decided that was just too hard. So I used my ear and played that way.
Well, you bound to had a lot of ear. Tell us about the singing schools that people used to go to in the country, and there was a lady in our area, y'all. Of course, you've heard me talk a lot being from North Louisiana, and we had a lady. Her name was Mardell Nash, and she was wonderful. She absolutely was as good as a lot of these people that you hear on the Gaither videos. She could play like you wouldn't believe, and I was fortunate enough to be able to go to a few of her singing conventions, but Mother went to more of them. Mother, tell us a little bit about the old-timey singing schools that you went to back then.
Well, they were just great. Different piano player, teachers would come in. We had, the first one was named Travis Bottoms, and a lot of you older people will probably remember him. He was fantastic. And I went to every singing school that was around and just enjoyed them so much. And all the singing conventions, I went to them and just enjoyed them so much.
I don't know if that's something that they have anymore. It was kind of dying out by the time that I was a teenager, but the one or two that I went to, it was mighty good. Mother, tell me a little bit, and tell us a little bit about how you got me to singing in church and how old I was.
All right. We went to a talent show at the high school here in Spearsville, and there was 3 little girls that sang, and I thought that was so good. And I thought about that so much, and I thought, well, I believe if they could sing like that, if I could teach Joan to do that, that would be just something else. And so I did. I was playing then, and she was 3 years old, and I stood her by the piano, and I says, now I want you to sing this just like I'm singing it. And when I stopped, and I says, now you go. And I was just so surprised that she could sing it just like I sang it. And that's how we got started to singing, was when she was 3. And the first time she sang, it was in the church, and she was 3 years old.
Nippy, stop it. I've got a dog down here wanting me to hold him. He's our baby now. Yeah, Mother always told me that when she was young, she prayed she'd have a piano, and she didn't get one, so she thought that God didn't answer her prayers. But
He did, though.
But He did. We came from a musical family on every side and didn't think a thing about it. Daddy sang, and my grandparents sang.
Daddy sang bass.
Yeah. So we just was blessed with music on all sides, and really enjoy all of y'all's music. We never were a family to just enjoy our music and nobody else's. We just have found so many talented people on YouTube, and just enjoy all the videos that I see. Mama Catherine sees a little bit, don't get to see a whole lot, but she enjoys hearing them. And we're gonna say goodbye now, and we hope y'all have a mighty fine week. Bye-bye.